Sometimes people ask me, as an owner of an audio store, what do I do in my spare time? And a lot of people think that I have this huge audio system at home and I sit around sipping wine and satisfying myself on the glory of audio. Nothing could be further from the truth. One of the things that I have, and it's a quirk, I suppose, is that I spend my time looking for these. For those unfamiliar with what they're seeing, this is a veteran's casket flag. This was draped over a veteran's casket. It has been properly folded, and essentially, if it's done properly, you don't see any red at all. And these are really important to me because they represent the honor of this country and the respect that our country has given to a veteran. This is a gift. And it's completely cotton. They're 5 foot by 8 foot. And I look for these in auction houses, flea markets, thrift shops. And the minute I see one, I buy it. And the price is irrelevant to me because this represents honor. And we're at a time of year now where some families have lost family members who served, and they receive these. There are many military personnel right now overseas. They're not going to get to enjoy the holidays with their families. And this flag represents all of that. And we talk about caring for veterans, but the care goes on through history. These flags are given to the family. If you see one that is like this and folded, you're never to open it up. That is a dishonor. And I purchase as many of these as I can find, and I gather enough of them together, and then I'll find a local Boy Scout troop who will do a flag burning ceremony. This is for flags that are, the typical nylon ones or whatever they find that are tattered and should be destroyed. But these are also, if the family member hasn't kept it, these too should be destroyed that way. If you want to know one of my little quirks as an audiophile, my quirk is continuing the honor of this country. If you should happen to find one of these, you found a tremendous gift, because this gift from the United States government is given to any member of the service. And there is no distinction, no artificial distinction, whether it's man or woman, any race, any religious belief. There is no distinction. They are American. And I want to stop for a moment and recall a delightful experience that I had many years ago, because I got to meet one of the ground crew for the Tuskegee Airmen during World War II. If anybody follows into the history of that, these black soldiers went through a tremendous amount of prejudice to earn the right to do what they did, and that was to serve this country. And in a way, that's rather sad because they wanted to help this country. And I took the moment to talk to this senior citizen, the ground crew from the Tuskegee Airmen, and I had a simple question for him. And in the most eloquent response, he goes, "Well, what's your question?" And I said, "What was it like when one of your airmen didn't make it back?" And his response was probably the most priceless statement I've ever heard in the service of our country. He said, "We all understood nobody gets off the earth alive." That was the level of their commitment and service. And many people who have had the honor of having this flag placed on their casket had the same level of commitment. So if you find one of these and rescue it and see that it's properly handled, You're honoring all American veterans. And I don't think there's much a higher honor than that, is to remember them in history. And when you find one, you don't know who it belonged to. You have no idea anything about them, but what you do know is they served this country.